delicious insider. Well, I haven't done that in a while. The reason for that, guys, also is I don't have the same intro as I used to because I'm eventually going to be changing my username here on YouTube to just my name, which is Chelsea Crockett. It's pretty self-explanatory. I am a person who is evolved, obviously, on the internet. You guys have got to see me grow up a little bit, and I used to be in love with just doing makeup tutorials after makeup tutorials all the time, but now as a person, I just love empowering people and just being inspired, just God's plan for my life, and also just other people, how they impact me, and I want to impact you guys with my opinions, my knowledge on things, and hopefully just be like a sister to you guys. And I really hope that I'm already that to you, but in other words, I just want you guys to know that my channel might be changing a little bit, but I think it's a good change. It's a journey, and I think people like to be a part of that, which is probably why you guys follow me on here on YouTube. I just went on for like, yay, 5 minutes. I just hope this applies to you in some way, shape, or form. The first thing that I think everyone needs to know about life is pretty obvious, but I don't think people are very blatantly honest about this, is that every single person, no matter how independent you are, even me, I am a very independent person and I don't really like opening up to many people, but it is definitely a need for someone to open up. Like, you always need to have someone there to open up to, whether it's your mom, dad, friend. Obviously, friends are people that you pretty much open up to a lot. If you honestly don't have a friend, which I think I want to do a video about too as well, if you want to see one like this video. If you don't have one person in your life that you can't go to when you are either going through something or you just even want to say how your day was, we all need someone. No matter how independent we are, we always need someone to talk to, or else you just end up being very bottled up inside and kind of miserable. So I just think that is one life lesson that we all pretty much need to know. Another thing I think is very important for life is that you don't have to be what everyone else wants you to be. If you've constantly told your parents, for example, that you would like to go to a certain college, and you know, it seems reasonable, like it's not too expensive and you have solutions and able to go there, but they really want you to go somewhere else because they want your job to be something that they never got the opportunity to do. So they're using you in order to like accomplish their lifelong dream that they've always wanted to have. And that is probably not a very good stress on you, and I know that a lot of people have done very terrible things to themselves because they're under that amount of pressure, which is just obviously not okay. And it's okay for you not to be okay with that. You can stand up for yourself, and if you feel like you honestly can't stand up for yourself, there will be a time when you eventually are able to go out on your own, like you are legally allowed to leave the house when you're 18 and you can do what you've always wanted to do. I just think it's really important for you to be able to stand up for yourself, and if no one has ever told you to stand up for yourself, here I am telling you to stand up for yourself because it's a very important life lesson, even if you're young right now like I am. I just think there's going to be a lot of harder situations where we're gonna have to do this. The next life lesson I would like to talk about is materialistic people and also just materialism in general. I think our world right now, and it always has been, very materialistic. In a brief sentence, it's pretty much you idolize material things, and I admit I do this. As I grow up, I just kind of realized that all of these CDs and DVDs and phones and everything, it just doesn't mean as much as it used to, because there used to be like so much joy and opening presents on a Christmas morning, but now it just seems like a lot of us have everything handed to us, obviously. And I think what could guide us into the next life lesson is being grateful in order for what we have will make us happy, will make us a happier person. Pretty much what you should strive for is always being grateful, because if you're not, then you really don't realize what you have. And just like people idolize celebrities who are obviously very wealthy and they have a lot of things, but you don't really know if they're happy all the time, because we associate materialistic things with happiness. And is that really the case? Because if you idolize a person, Ariana Grande, yes, she is very pretty and has an awesome voice, but I think we should really be careful as to who we idolize and what their morals are and just their overall well-being, because we could all obviously be very affected by how they act and we don't even realize it. Also, things, if you're obsessed with your phone, which I think a lot of us are, I know that I am most days, but I do things to where I separate myself from them, like spending time with people that I love. And I just think it's really important to know that these things are very temporary. I just think we really need to work on, as a society and as a world, on relationships and people in general. Ever since technology's been invented, it's been an amazing thing. Like, I'm able to bring you this video because of it, but also it can be a weapon pretty much. Your phone can be a weapon for just being sucked into drama on Twitter, or just idolizing these girls on Instagram who have flat tummies and a beautiful face, and you are envious of her because of her looks, when really that's not what it's all about. Another thing that I would like to say is that we all really need to learn how to love being alone. That can sound really negative, because I know I personally don't really like being alone much. If I am alone at home for more than one day, then I kind of go insane, because I love my friends so much and I want to hang out with them all the time. And if I don't see my family for like 2 days, I know that I'm constantly thinking about them. But I know when we all eventually start over our life, pretty much basically when we go into college, I don't think it's completely starting over your life, but it's starting a new chapter. And in those first few weeks or whatever, I can just understand how a lot of us are going to seem very alone. And if we don't learn now how to love just relaxing by ourselves and taking time to ourselves, then it might be a little bit difficult whenever you're actually forced to be alone. So I'm just kind of assuming that a lot of you guys might be wondering why I made this video, but just like any of these type of videos that I make, I get very inspired by them. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but just in my walk of being a Christian and just following God's plan for my life, I've obviously gone through a lot of, just struggles and just being angry with myself and then not talking to God for times. And I know a lot of you guys might not be Christians and don't believe in God, and please don't get offended by this or anything. It's just, this is my personal experience and I respect your guys's. So anyways, anytime I open myself up, I just realize something more that God has planned for me, and I don't get stressed out. I'm just so totally relaxed with the fact of what He's trying to tell me. And I feel like I've been trying to put this off for a while as to what God wants me to do with my life, but now I understand that I want to be a missionary. And like, it sounds weird saying that, but however God wants me to do that, I'm gonna do it. But I really feel led to do that. Not everyone, believes the same things that I do, but that doesn't mean that I can't really spread a positive message, and I'm, in no way trying to force anything down anyone's throats. Life's pleasures and what life has to offer is so much more than just something that you receive on Christmas morning. I truly love you guys. If you want to have more heart-to-hearts with me, then heart this video by liking it. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video, which I'm hoping that I will have a video with my whole entire family, because Christmas is in a few days. Okay, I forgot to tell you, my latest videos are right over here. And also, if you want to see more videos, you can click to subscribe up here. And I'll have a link down below of the video right here if you can't click on it. So, it'll be down there. Alright, again, I'm peacing out. Deuces.